You're just cutting away the wood around the profile.
Detail. You start out rough, and then you're going to do detail. And there's phases you go back and forth. So you finally try to get as much realism as you water can afford.
This is considered relief art, right?
It's carving in relief. That's correct.
Right. Okay. I know you have some detail here on the tail.
Yeah, I'm experimenting with the different textures I want to leave. See, I'll probably leave a lot of that because it shows the wood grain, and it you get the gator tail. And I'm gonna try to accentuate these. I'll make these sharper right here, and I'll define a few on the back. And I'll rub this out, and pretty soon I'll sand it at the end where it's. Nice. I'm trying to do all the detail, and I'm sort of trying to make it stick out by digging in around the edge of it. So you'll get contrast when the light hits it like that. Shadows is going to make it more defined.
Yeah, definitely.
And I'm shaping the head and stuff like that, and the eyes. The details are coming around because you rough it in. You can just keep going and going if you have the time and make it more super realistic. You saw those cherubs that I carved, didn't you?
I did not.
I'm going to show them to you because it's one of the best things I've ever done here.
Well, when you pull them up, I'll just see if my phone will film the things.
Here's where I started. And then there's a close-up. There's there a little bit more. Here, let's turn it this way, like this. You see a little better. What's going on?
And those are called what?
These are cherubs.
Oh, they're relief carvings.
Relief carving for a casket.
Oh, I see.
Let me just click on one, then I can do this.
There you go.
There you go. So now you can see the development. See how smooth they start getting?
Uh-huh. I've got it very clear here.
And then now you can see I put some direct, high contrast shadow on there to define some of it so you can see it on the. And then here's where I painted it. This is I put
blue background there.
It's supposed to be clouds and blue sky. They're floating in the air. That was it. So I got that's 24 karat gold leaf on the things.
Can you tilt your phone back towards you a little bit? Get the light. There you go.
So you can see the.
Now I can see without the glare.
See the detail in the baby. I made the face look like a baby.
The lips, the eyes, the lids, the brows.
They're supposed to look like babies.
Even the cheekbones. They look like, yeah, they do. They look like textbook, like 16 Chapel babies.
Oops.
Or Renaissance babies.
Right. Anyway, you can see how I get rough, and then I get clear. You have to hone it more.
Well, yeah, it's like a stage. You have to stage out.
All right. See, this is. You can see it going backwards.
That's why you never want to. Well, yeah, there's all your stages.
This is a really rough one, but you just work it out of the system. That's when it was really rough. And there's the start. That was where I laid it out.
Wow. Very good to see.
Micro chisels.
If you want to send those, cherubs to me, okay. I'd be happy to.
All right.
Happy to have those. So.
I guess I can just do it on text.
Sure. Yeah. Sure. Text would be fine. And these are your tools that you're using here. Some of them, right?
Those are micro chisels that I bought to carve the cherubs with.
The main thing is your Dremel, though, right?
I do everything. I have all these Dremel things.
Yep.
I'll finish with this one right here. But then you go back and forth. This one is to.
That's an extension there. I got you. Okay.
And relief carving is hard to do with the Dremel because you can't get around it, and you have to do certain sacrifices on Dremels.
Right, because you need to be flat on the profile in sections, right?
Right. So you can't. When you're doing relief carving, you can't be too realistic.
Yeah, but it still looks.
Yeah, and it's supposed to look like that.
Like it's supposed to. It almost.
Those skulls that on that sign are just. I can't believe I did that. I couldn't hardly believe it. people will ask me how I got those skulls.
Yeah, the skulls on the sign, most people thought were just real skulls that you sat in there.
Right.
They didn't realize that you actually carved them and made the wood white to look like a skull. But yeah, I had to make sure that I wrote that in the text that they were hand carved skulls, because everybody automatically assumed they were.
Skulls in the thing, yeah.
How did he get those real skulls to sit on that sign? They're made of wood. So anyway, I'm gonna sign off, and we'll call that the end.